Tiger Woods won 82 PGA Tour events, 15 major championships, but he also missed 226 tour events, had 6 surgeries, and was in a car crash so bad that surgeons discussed amputating his leg. So how much would he have won if that body had just held together? And would he have caught Jack Nicklaus or fallen short? Here's what we did. We took the 13 seasons his body cut short and replayed them. Not just the tournaments he missed, but the ones he played hurt, because 7 starts on a failing back tells you nothing about a healthy Tiger. That's 237 events, including 21 majors that he never even started. One thing before we start, this isn't a highlight reel of best case guesses. Every season is built from Tiger's own published stats, and it's tested against the 3 full seasons he actually played healthy, including the one time it actually gets it wrong, which we'll show you. We ran this exercise 10,000 times. The version you're about to watch isn't the best one, it's not cherry-picked, it's the most representative result in the entire batch, and here's what it says. 2008, age 32. In reality, this season ended at the US Open. The broken leg, the torn ACL, the 30-foot putt to force a playoff, and surgery straight after. 4 wins from 6 starts, and then nothing. Here's the one number worth learning that carries the rest of the video: strokes gained per round. How many shots better than the average tour player you are once the course and the field have been stripped out? 0 is average, 2 is a career year. In the simulation, healthy 2008 Tiger is at a 3.3. The best player in the world that year for real was Phil Mickelson at 1.76. Over 4 rounds, that gap is worth more than 6 shots before anyone's even hit a ball. The tour never published a granular number for this season. He played too few ranked rounds. What it did publish is his adjusted scoring average, corrected for field and course difficulty. Subtract that from the tour mean and you get strokes gained directly. That's the anchor this entire simulation launches from. 22 events, healthy, was 7 wins, including the Farmers Insurance, the Match Play, Doral, the BMW, and the HSBC, and it also includes 2 majors. At the Open at Royal Birkdale, Padraig Harrington won it in reality, at 3 over par, into a gale of the Irish Sea. The model knows that. It takes the real winning score and taxes the whole field by how hard that score says the week played, crediting 3/4 of it to the course and 1/4 to the winner, because that's roughly how the actual variance splits. Tiger posts 273, 10 shots clear of what really won that week. That might sound like a massive winning margin, but then you have to remind yourself that Tiger did this on multiple occasions throughout his career. Then the PGA at Oakland Hills, the second major Harrington actually won that summer, becoming the first player since Ben Hogan to take both in 1 year. Worth being exact here, Tiger's simulated 277 would not have beaten Harrington's real 277. He beat the field he faced in the week he played, not the number that actually won it. Both of those are true at once. He still wins it in this universe. 15 majors, 3 seasons ahead of schedule. 2009 not simulated. He came back from surgery, fit, and played a full season. 6 wins for real. Nothing to replay, 74 total wins and 15 majors. 2010, age 34. In reality, the personal collapse. 13 starts, 0 wins. The model doesn't know or care about any of that, it only knows strokes. And at 2.58, he's still the best golfer alive. Closer to a full stroke around clear of the real world number 1, Luke Donald. 5 wins, including the Memorial, Jack Nicklaus's own tournament. He's runner-up once too, at the Buick Open, beaten by Sergio Garcia, the first sign of a rivalry that keeps recurring across these simulated years. 1 miss, he doesn't make the cut at the Open, 79 wins and 15 majors. 2011, age 35. Knee and Achilles, 4 months out, in reality. And even in the healthy universe, the model doesn't erase what already happened to his body. Every injury leaves a tax on the season after it, sized from his own real recovery data. This one costs him a couple of yards off the tee and a point of greens hit going forward. At 2.31, still the best player alive. 3 wins, including the PGA Championship at Atlanta Athletic Club, the tournament he actually missed the cut at that year. He falls short of the US Open though. Rory McIlroy shot 268 for real, one of the most dominant weeks in the championship's history, on a course the model marks as playing very soft. Tiger's simulated 274 isn't close. 82 wins, 16 majors. 2012 and 2013 weren't simulated. 2012 stands as it happens. 3 wins, no majors. 2013 stands as it happened too. 5 wins and Player of the Year at 37. 90 wins, 16 majors. 16 majors at 37 is level with Jack, and Jack never won another past 46. 2014, age 38. Rio 2014 opens with the first back surgery in March, 3 missed cuts from 7 starts, and a strokes gained number that goes negative, meaning he's actively worse than the average Tour pro. From here, the story runs on a single curve, how his talent actually ages once the surgeries are stripped away. It isn't a straight line down, it's fitted directly to his own real healthy seasons, and it lands within 3/100ths of a stroke of his measured numbers at 32, 33, 36 and 37. Fit an exponential decline from a genuine outlier peak back towards an elite but human level, then ordinary aging after that, and that's what the data does on its own without being told to. At 1.79, he is still comfortably a top 10 player. 4 wins including the Players' Championship, 3rd at the Memorial, 1 shot behind Henrik Stenson on a week where scoring ran high across the board. Ernie Els finished ahead of him too. He misses the Masters and the Open, 94 wins and 16 majors. 2015, age 39. 1 win, the HSBC champions at a 1.68. Garcia gets the better of him again at the Cadillac Championship, 5 back on a routine week for the course, the second time in 5 years he's finished runner-up to the same player. 95 wins, 16 majors. 2016, age 40. In reality, 0 competitive shots all year. 2 more back surgeries. In the simulation, the model rolls the dice on ordinary injury every single season, using Tiger's own real injury history as the odds. 4 significant injuries in his first 14 professional years. This year, even in the fantasy, it comes up bad. A minor injury costs him 5 events and some rust carried into the next year. 2 wins anyway at a 1.59, and at the Open of Royal Troon, Henrik Stenson really did shoot 264, one of the greatest closing rounds in the championship's history, on a course the model marked as playing very soft. Tiger's simulated 283 is 19 shots back. 97 wins, 16 majors. 2017, age 41. Rio 2017 brought along a spinal fusion in April and 1 start. In the simulation at 1.31, he begins the Bridgestone at Firestone, the single highest course fit rating anywhere in the world, worth over half a shot a round on top of his base talent, on a course that just keeps reducing for him. Then the PGA at Quail Hollow. Justin Thomas really shot a 276 to win it. Same honesty at Oakland Hills. Tiger's simulated 278 would not have beaten that number. He beat the field he actually faced, he wins it in this universe. 99 wins, 17 majors. 2018 was not simulated, the real comeback season. A full year, the Tour Championship, 100 wins, 17 majors. This takes him to 100 Tour wins, but almost nobody notices, because the only number anyone's tracking is the other one. 2019, age 43. One rule overrides everything in this model. It is never allowed to take away a win that actually happened. Real 2019 gave him 2, the Masters and the Zozo Championship, on a fused spine. Those stand no matter what the simulation would have produced on its own. 3rd at the Memorial that year too, 13 back of Shane Lowry on a week where the course simply gave up. Jordan Spieth finishes ahead of him as well. At 43, that's how far back Still Very Good now sits from winning. 102 wins, 18 majors. At 18 majors, he is now level with Jack Nicklaus, 43 years old, on a back that had already been rebuilt twice. And then the counter doesn't move again for another 5 years. 2020, age 44, COVID cuts the schedule to 14 events. 1 win at the Memorial at a 1.05. 3rd at the Players' Championship 2 back of Bryson DeChambeau with Rory McIlroy between them. The kind of leaderboard that shows you just how deep this era has gotten. 103 wins, 18 majors. 2021, age 45. February 23rd, 2021, the crash on Hawthorne Boulevard. Open fractures to his right leg, surgeons discussed amputation. There's no way to model a car accident, but there is a way to model what this specific body did after every other injury it survived, and one never matters more than the rest after the real crash. Tiger's driving distance barely moved. What collapsed was his accuracy. Greens in regulation falling into the 50s against a career average near 66. He could still make a golf swing, but he'd lost the ability to repeat it for 4 straight days. From here, that's how injury is priced in this model. Not as lost power, but as lost consistency. At 0.94, he gets 3 wins at the Genesis, Wells Fargo and the Tour Championship. He falls short of the PGA at Kauai Island, where Phil Mickelson really shot 282 to become, at 50, the oldest major champion in history. Tiger's simulated 295 is 13 back, 106 wins, 18 majors. 2022, age 46. 1 win at the Genesis at a 0.83, now worse than the average tour player. Third at the Memorial, 10 back of Keegan Bradley. On another week, the course gave up nothing. 107 wins, 18 majors. 2023, age 47. Real ankle fusion. The injury dice came up bad again. A second minor injury this decade, more rust carried forward. No wins this year at a 0.73. 107 wins, 18 majors, and rock bottom. 4 years after the full summit. 2024, age 48. At 0.63, he is well past his best, but not finished. 16 events, 2 wins. The Arnold Palmer Invitational and the Open Championship. Sit with that one a second. In reality, Tiger played the 2024 Open Championship and missed the cut. In this universe, at 48, on an ankle that had been surgically fused, he wins the tournament that reality had just taken away from him. At less than a quarter of the strokes gained level of Scottie Scheffler, that year's best player in the world. His final 19th major. 109 wins, 19 majors. A simulation is only worth what it can prove. Tested against the 3 full seasons Tiger actually played healthy. Results thrown away first, then the model asked to guess. It lands within a few wins of the real total twice out of 3. The miss is honest. 2013, 5 wins from 16 starts, a conversion rate that this model calls implausible for that talent level. We didn't force the number to fit, it reported as a miss because it is one. 109 PGA Tour wins. Sam Snead's record, 82, breaks in every single one of the 10,000 universes that we ran. That part isn't close. 19 majors, not level with Jack Nicklaus, but past him. Run the exercise 10,000 times, and Tiger catches or passes Jack in 3 out of every 4. This run, the one you just watched, isn't the lucky branch. It's the median. The typical outcome, not the dream one. If you want to be able to click and see through the full simulation, I will leave it at the top link of the description. I hope you enjoyed the video and stay tuned for the next one.